Hi guys, welcome back to TR's Tarot Talk 1111. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. As you know, our channel grew by like 1,500 viewers, maybe 1,400. It's like throwing mud at a wall, right? A lot of people come in because they like the collab that I did with Rich. But I read from the fifth dimension, and I am an oracle for the ascension and for twin flames and anybody who is on the spiritual evolutionary path, right? And so it doesn't stick with everybody, and we're good with that, right? Because we are here as a community on a journey together. And it's important, I think Spirit says it's important that we are a tribe. And so those who resonate stay, and those who don't just don't. And we send them off with love and light because we know that they will find their oracle on their journey, right? So guys, we just had the super moon in Scorpio, and the energies were so strong that I even felt they were lingering last night. I went to karaoke, and there were a lot of fights, like not fist fights, just arguments, and people who had a little bit too much to drink and a big opinion about something that somebody didn't agree with. So I don't know how this moon treated you, but I've been productive. I had a purge. I had a nice cry. I got triggered. Spirit showed me a few places where my ego was still clinging to old belief systems. And so I'm doing this. I promised you guys at the first of the month I was going to do every zodiac. So this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I want to welcome everybody and tell you how much I love you. I've been getting so many new gifts for the channel. I forgot to show Tauruses, but a girl named Elizabeth, I'm not giving last names. I shouldn't have given Yasara's on the last one, but I'm just going to say first names. But so these little puff hearts, I want to say chrysocolla, but I'm not sure. I haven't looked them up. And some kind of a jasper and another jasper. Moss agate, I'm hearing in my head. I don't know if that's true. And amethyst. These were a gift from Elizabeth. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to use them in our pick-a-pile readings. And this was a gift from an anonymous donor. I don't know who you are. I'm not 100% certain, but it feels like apatite to me. This puff heart, if you want me to know who you are and send you a thank you, I do little mini readings as a gratitude, in gratitude for those who donate, right? And so I received those crystals, and I also received this beautiful deck. It's called Beautiful Creators or Creatures Tarot by J.R. Rivera, artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. They are beautiful, and the energy just really speaks to me. And these were donated by Yasara. Thank you, Yasara. We have many other new decks that have been donated. This one I already introduced, but I'm going to recap because I want to make sure that she knows that I'm using them on the channel like I promised to. This was given by Vila, and it is the Affirmators Creator or Creativity deck. So we're using that today. All right. So I'm going to bring you down to your reading. Oh, also, I just opened my schedule back up, guys. It's filling up fast. I literally just opened it up on Friday, and I'm already booking like crazy. But if you would like a personal reading, everything you need to book that is in the description box below. And if you're feeling the moon energies and you really need guidance right now, you might want to go ahead and book because it does fill up quick. And what I'm doing is I don't want people complaining that it takes me too long to get their readings. So I'm not going to allow myself to overbook. I am doing 3 readings a day. That's 6 hours of readings. And I do 1 or 2 pre-recorded, which is another hour. And that's all I'm doing. So if you message me and want to get a reading and I message you back that I'm not open at the moment, You go in a waiting list, and the moment I open my schedule back out, I reach out to you and tell you I'm now open. Do you still want to book? And then we go ahead and get you booked. But right now, guys, I've got like half a week's worth, but we're booking out like 3 or 4 days ahead. Go ahead and reach out and get in while the getting's good. Okay, now let's bring you down to your reading. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I apologize about the noise going on outside, but it is very warm here today, and I don't have AC. And there's a tree that fell down right down the street here in the community, and they're clearing it out with a tractor, so it's going to get loud a little bit. I don't mind if you don't. Okay, so up here, this is how I'm setting this up. Up here is general collective energies for Gemini. Down here, I set my intention for love and romance, but usually spirit energy kind of flows through everything. So, I might tie it all together in the end. I've got some oracles for the general reading, and I've got some love oracles for the romance part. So let's just crack into this. So in the month of May for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, we have 7 of Pentacles. Look at, I'm seeing these clocks that are bent. Let me put this up just a little bit. It's like you're bending time, right? You're finding time. That's what I'm hearing. When you bend time, you find time. So 7 of Pentacles is a waiting energy. But in this deck, it doesn't feel like a waiting energy. It feels like you're making progress. You're bending time. You're getting things done. Okay? There's something you're trying to create that you have invested in. You've already planted the seeds and you're tending to them. But they haven't quite manifested yet. Okay, your next card is King of Swords, Logic. This is Gemini, Aquarius energy. I love this deck. It's so pretty. King of Swords. So, this artist, it's funny how they put some stuff in here. And if you question in your head, you get answers. So this one, I saw the clocks bending over her arm. She's literally finding time to do things. She's doing other things while she's waiting. It's not non-productive waiting. Then we have this King of Swords, Logic, and I'm seeing these limbs with the apples on them. So whatever you've planted, you put a lot of thought and logic into. Like the tree of knowledge, right? That apple tree in the Garden of Eden. Careful when you've got low-hanging fruit, right? So the energy I'm feeling in the month of May so far for you is that you're kind of in a waiting period. In this waiting period, you're using it intelligently. You're actually being productive during the waiting period. Like a farmer who goes out and sows all of his seeds for the crop for the summer. Let's say he's sowing corn seeds, right? Growing a corn crop. And just because he gets the field plowed and all the seeds planted, there's still work to be done. He's got to fertilize and water. He's got to muck the barn and take care of the farm equipment and pay the bills and maybe even line up the buyers, right, for when the harvest comes in. There's stuff to do, and I feel like that's what you're doing. You're in King of Swords energy. You're actually intelligently preparing for what you know is coming. You can feel it. Ooh, and we've got the Emperor. Bada bing, stepping up. So you guys are definitely in masculine energy, whether you're a feminine or masculine body avatar, it doesn't matter. You are in masculine energy. Sovereignty. So whatever you're creating, whatever it is that is your seeds that you have planted, you're bossing up. You're not taking no for an answer. There's no cups here. You're not allowing your emotions to hinder your progress. You're using your logical mind. And you're also I'm just hearing, guys, I'm sorry. With the Emperor and the King of Swords, it's my way or the highway. Like you guys are really bossing up. Is that good energy? I'm not sure. It looks like it's going to bring about a completion of some sort because the bottom of the deck is my clarifier and it is the world, it's some kind of a end of an old thing and beginning of a new thing. You are creating something new from scratch, something. Now with the Seven of Pentacles, it doesn't have to be new. It could be something you've been trying to create for a long time, but you've been taking logical steps toward it. And it feels like in the month of May, nothing is going to slow you down. You have determination and willpower, right? And you're not going to let anything prevent you from making it to the finish line. So that's really good energy. Let's do your affirmators and higher self and angel card. We have bravery. There you go. Emperor, King of Swords, bravery. I may not be a full-blown Gryffindor, but I've got my own brand of bravery. I'm brave enough to show up and try. I'm brave enough to share stuff I make even when I worry that other people's stuff might be better. And I'm brave enough to stop anxiety scrolling. Sorry, Instagram. Even if that's my go-to habit. Thanks, Instagram. Because comparison bites. You hear me, Instagram? Hashtag, ugh, bravery takes courage. And that's what I see. You guys are bossing up. You're bossing up. Like, bossing it up. Will and determination. All right, so we have Archangel Metatron here. Get more information. And yes, logic. That's exactly what you're doing, right? You are not leaving anything to chance. You are researching, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, making lists, checking them twice. You're making all the proper adjustments. You're calling who you need to call, making lists. I'm telling you, you guys are bossing up in the month of May. All right, so what has your higher self got to say? We have, is this situation bringing you joy or depleting your energy? So for some of you, that's why you're bossing up, because perhaps you had been stuck in some kind of a cycle where you were, the definition of an insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different outcome. So with the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like roots run deep. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest or create in your life, you've wanted it for a long time. And I think you've been going about it the wrong way. And because of the lack of emotion I'm seeing in your reading, it could be because your emotions was what was creating the loop, right? The patterns that kept coming back to you. Because something within you, there was an emotion you were holding. And when we're manifesting, it's like where you focus your attention with intention and emotion and action and faith. That's how you manifest. I think you got stuck in the emotion part. Emotionally, you were attached to something that spirit is guiding you a different way. Look at things logically. And that doesn't mean take your heart out of it, because that is love, right? The heart is your intuition. It's your higher knowing. I feel like that could have been a hindrance to you. Maybe you were too far in your divine feminine energy, and that was presenting problems in your life, right? You were codependent, giving too much, nurturing too much, not really being. I'm hearing you struggled with healthy boundaries. And so now you're bossing up. You're actually moving into your divine masculine energy, maybe in a little bit of a distorted fashion, right? You may be going too gung ho, but that's okay, because I always say fake it till you make it. And so, we all do that. We will go too far to the extreme where we go from having no boundaries to having so many boundaries nobody can even get in. But eventually we will adjust that. It's like when you are trying to set a pace, maybe like on your car, you're out on the highway, and you want to flow with traffic. You don't want to go, too slow. You don't want to go too fast. You just want to flow with traffic. So you put your auto cruise control on, and let's say, you keep butting up against people, and you're going too fast. So then you have to kind of hit your brake and reset it, bring it back a notch or two. I think you guys are going gung ho. You've moved out of the feminine energy into the masculine energy, maybe a little distorted. Okay. Spirits like, get more information, use your logical mind, but don't forget to balance it, right? Because you guys are really like, something, you weren't happy with something. These roots have been like, you've been investing in this for a while. And so bravery, I may not be a full-blown Gryffindor, but I've got my own brand of bravery. I'm brave enough to show up and try. And I don't know why that resonates with me, but I feel like some of you guys were struggling with somebody that didn't show up and didn't try. And so it's like, well, I'll be that for myself. I'll do that for myself, right? You've been asking. Now, when I created this deck, the red ones are triggers or fears, right? So you've been triggered, or your fears are asking, is this situation bringing you joy or depleting your energy? You're thinking logically about that. In the month, yeah, trigger warning, no, red light. Okay, there's something you were trying to create, and I just feel like you haven't given up on it, but you have decided to take the reins, decided to take the bull by the horns, is what I'm hearing. Trust your intuition. You're powerful and smart. Okay, so that is also, these are like thoughts. When I put the red, those are like your higher self, right? We have voices in our head, and sometimes they're good advice. Like, trust your intuition is great advice from your higher self, but it also could be a thought that you're replacing or putting in place of another one. So, trigger warning, no, red light, stop. Is this situation, you're trying to figure out if you should continue investing in something. That's what I'm hearing. You're working out on whether or not, because look at, it's like these clocks have been here so long, they're just melting. I feel like you've been playing with them for so long, you're actually like transforming. I don't know what that means, but I'm giving that to you. You should know by now what it means. You if I'm tapping into your energy, you already get it. All right, down here is your romance. Excuse me. Now these cards, you could be in separation from somebody that you want, somebody on your heart and mind, or this could even show up as energy as somebody new coming in. I didn't set my intentions, but with my handmade decks over here that I'm using, I set my intention. This is specifically for people who are in separation at this time, who actually has somebody already on their heart and mind. So let's take a look. Month of May in romance. Look at that. 3 of Cups. Celebration. Celebration. Now the cups are coming in. Because I think, well, let's just take a look at the energy before I run my mouth. 6 of Cups. Yeah, this is where all your focus was going with your energy as far as your emotions. So this is memories, celebration and memories. And then your outcome in May is Page of Wands, venture. For some of you, if you're single, you're getting back out there. You're just going out. Like last night, I'm single. Last night, I went out to karaoke. I had a few drinks with friends. I don't drink alcohol, but I, hung out. We sang karaoke. We celebrated together. We spent time together, which is something that's been withheld from us with the whole, self-quarantining thing. And so, Six of Cups, memories. You could even, like, I did this last night. I talked with old friends I hadn't seen in a while. We took a couple strolls down memory lane. Somebody that my little sister went to school with came, and somebody I went to school with came, and we all sat at one table and we talked about the good old days. And then venture, Page of Wands. It's like, we're peeking out. We're getting out. Some of us are even being able to peek beyond the mask, right? Not everybody, but some states are opening up that way. So if you don't have somebody on your heart and mind, this was just the energy like I experienced last night. Going out, having fun, dating maybe, getting back out there, running into old friends, seeing people you haven't seen in a while, catching up, reminiscing, venturing out, taking a step out. I'm just hearing you're stepping out, stepping out. Excuse me. I got my door open and my allergies are going nuts. So for those of you who do have somebody on your mind, you're desiring for some of you, you're desiring union with somebody. But we do have the World on the bottom of the deck. And under the World, I keep seeing it, so I got to mention it, is the Eight of Cups. For some of you, you had to walk away from something from your past. It's like you came to a fork in the road and you chose a different way, because it's almost like I keep hearing Spirit say, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, but never getting a different outcome. And yet you keep doing it that way. And so romantically, I feel like the venture card, the Page of Wands, is you creating forward movement away from the past. I'm sorry, I'm just hearing, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. The world, right? I'm coming out. So whether you've got somebody that you're already dating, okay, if you're already dating somebody in the month of May, this is more dating. This is moving away from the past. This Six of Cups, this memory of the past. With the Page of Wands, it's like, I'm just going to have a good time and let the past be in the past, and I'm moving forward because there's a big old world out there, and some of you had to walk away from something that wasn't quite working for you. And I see that up here with the Seven of Pentacles too. Okay, so in the month of May, I just feel like you're going to kind of take a walk alone. I walk alone and I walk alone. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I don't know the words, but it's coming to me. I walk along and I walk along. Some of you guys are just coming out. You're coming out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show that I'm coming. And if I have to, I'll walk alone. but you're going to find celebration here somehow. Some of you may not see this Three of Cups energy yet, because I know I'm not supposed to do this as a reader, but I feel like I want to put these like this. I want to put the past in the past, and maybe even like this. Like I put the past memories in the past. I venture out and I go out into the world and celebrate and meet, and I'm going to meet somebody new. Or I'm going to do something new. Or when I stop focusing on what I don't have, I manifest what I've been so diligently working on. There's something here with, does this situation bring you joy or deplete your energy? You've been cycling and you chose to stop cycling. That's what I'm seeing. And if you haven't, this could be advice, because I feel like this Three of Cups is the outcome. Like this is where you're headed. If you dare to venture away from the past, you then are able to create something better. Trust your intuition. You're powerful and smart and brave. And sovereignty, right? How do we accept sovereignty in our life? We have to free ourselves from enslavement, something that's been holding us back, holding back our progress. And you're doing it in your masculine energy. All right, so for those who are in separation, let's take a look. We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So actually, this could be for both groups. This could be for those who are single, who have nobody. With this Three of Cups, you might meet somebody and there's going to be great chemistry between you. There's a strong magnetic attraction. For others of you, this could be this person from the past, and it's the reason why it's so hard for you to make progress and to venture away and to complete old cycles, is because of the huge amount of chemistry that bonds the two of you together. And so I don't know. The Scorpio moon feels to me like everybody needs to let go. Just let go. I'm not saying like let go forever and ever. Amen. I'm saying let go. Energetically, just let go. The universe will never keep from you what is meant for you. And so it's got to be this or better. I'm probably going to end up repeating that in every reading. I feel it. All right. So your next card is, here's the beautiful artwork. Says you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. And I feel that. I really do. I feel like there was, for some of you, something that emotionally was not fulfilling you and you had to walk away to go towards your ninth cup, right? But you're doing it in your masculine energy. The Emperor. Cold and calculating. I'm sorry, guys. I'm feeling it. Because like you've been stuck spinning your wheels in the Six of Cups. You're going from one distortion to the other. You went from the emotional realm to the ethers, to the logical realm. Masculine energy. And that's okay. You'll find your balance. I swear you will. Just for now, there's something you have to walk away from to complete an old cycle, so that this new energy, this new chemistry, and Spirit's telling you, we don't always understand why things don't turn out the way we designed them. And look I'm seeing these swans here in the back of this card. If you're a twin flame, this is just a little side note. I don't think everybody on my channel is, but a lot are. If you're a twin flame, these swans aren't even looking at each other. They are facing away from each other, right? Sometimes you have to go down the stream alone for a while. And if you're meant to be together, those swans will find each other upstream. Again, I promise you. All right, so you may not understand why it happens. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. And it does look like a union here. Some kind of a celebration. with someone you have a lot of chemistry with too. So, okay, remember, I made these decks. I haven't named them yet. They're in beta testing. If you like them, make sure you leave me a comment telling me you like them so that I can decide whether or not I want to publish them. Maybe if you got some hints that you could give me on names, I would appreciate that too. So we have, you can't fix stupid. So this would be messages from the higher selves. It could be your higher self, your person's higher self, but somebody is definitely in their King of Swords energy. It's like logic, stupid, right? I'm going to be smart. I'm not going to be stupid. And then we have, I don't have time to spend on you. My investment is now on me. Selfish and self-absorbed. It's okay. If you're having to walk away from something that was not giving back to you, right? It was just taking your energy. It's okay to focus on you. Just try not to do it with resentment, because that Six of Cups, that energy is an anchor. It is a trauma bond. It keeps you tethered in your past. Clear it, heal it, bring it up to the surface, let it go, because that, will balance out this distorted masculine energy that I do believe you're now operating in. But I think you need it to get you strong enough to move away from this past that hasn't been working out. So if you need it, ride that bicycle for a little while, but just remember that eventually you're going to have to soften your approach, because we're trying to integrate divine feminine, divine masculine energies in balance, okay? So you're going from one distortion to the other, and if it's necessary, I say go for it, because the outcome looks really good. However, just know that the universe is going to kind of bring more situations that are uncomfortable for you in the future to get you to balance this energy out, the masculine energy out, the same way they brought you uncomfortable situations to balance out your feminine energy. Okay, so just know that when the pendulum swings, it can go to either extreme, but eventually it's going to find its rhythm. All right, your song is from the 2000s. It's Tim McGraw, Hard to Stay Mad At. See, right now I feel like you're a little mad. And that's okay, because you needed that. You needed to walk away and break a cycle. And that may not feel good, but it could be just what your person needs to give them a kick in the butt. So we've had, you've hard to stay, I can't talk. I don't know this song to sing it. So it says, you're hard to stay mad at. You look at me with those eyes, and I'm your fool, and it's only a matter of time until we're cool. You say something I laugh at, you're hard to stay mad at. So whoever this person is, whenever you try to put up healthy boundaries around that person, because of the chemistry, because of the draw that you have energetically to this person, the bonds, you tend to give them their way, is what I'm hearing. You tend to forgive them really easily. However, that is not going to be beneficial for them to learn their lessons and to balance out their energy, right? Because they know that you love them. They know that that chemistry is there, and they know your patterns. They know your patterns, and they know that you're not going to stay mad at them for very long. So maybe it's time for you to be brave. Use that emperor energy. Use that sword that the king holds, right? This little guy is holding the pen. The pen is mighty, right? That's his sword. Braveness. And I think you're going to have healthy boundaries with this person and let them, because that's what's going to break the cycle. And that's what's going to move you into your evolution. And then the ball becomes in their court. But I have a feeling you have a hard time telling this person no. See, trigger warning. No. You have a hard time telling this person no. And Spirit's saying, you need to stop focusing on them. I don't have time to spend on you. My investment's now on me. Selfish, self-absorbed. In a healthy way, guys. Try to do that in a healthy way in the month of May. Ooh, and I made a rhyme. And things will just work out for the best. It looks like union energy down the road here. And I definitely feel like walking away is the best thing to do at this time for you. All right, so I love you guys. If you'd like to book your own personal reading, everything's in the description box, and you better get in quick because I am blessed with so many new, loving, kind tribe, right? You're now a part of the tribe. Welcome. My tribe members that have been here since the beginning, they will welcome you with open arms, and we are grateful, grateful, grateful to have you here. And don't forget to like the video and share with anybody that you know is a Gemini. Namaste.